Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Today I'm planning the week of June 4th through June 10th in my Erin Condren Vertical. It's the neutral. I'm using a kit from Randi called Fruity Floral, and I did haul this in a video recently, so I will link the video up in the card up top. So if you want to see the components, just check that out. I'm just going to kind of breeze through this. I'm going to start out by laying down my basics, my washi, my day covers, and full boxes. Just wanted to take a moment to really thank you guys. Some of you had actually reached out to me on Instagram after my last video, just letting me know you're going through similar things as far as like infertility, things like that, and I appreciate it so much. I'm just one of those people. It's kind of hard for me to talk about, in my day-to-day life, and I never want to be that person that people are afraid to tell that they're pregnant or think that I'm going to be upset instead of happy for them. That couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. And, having people reach out, kind of knowing exactly what I'm going through, that really means a lot to me. And you guys are so awesome. Like, I knew this community was great just for planner stuff, but I mean, just the outreach alone, just for something so simple as like a passing kind of comment, I can't tell you how much it means to me. And I definitely love that you guys felt the need to, or not the need, but you felt compelled to kind of reach out to me and let me know, like, hey, I'm going through something similar, like, you're not alone. And that was really awesome. So basically, in a nutshell, what I have, it's called endometrial hyperplasia. It's not endometriosis. Basically, it's that these, I guess you can call them like, not even cyst, but like just abnormalities are in the lining of my uterus. And it is the basically like precursor to endometrial cancer. And the way that it is treated is through birth control, unfortunately, which is kind of a downer for, a couple like my husband and I that are trying to have a baby, and we've been trying for many years without much success. There's no real diagnosis as far as, what the cause of the infertility is beyond that. It's just basically like polyps in the lining that come back as precancerous, and they need to be treated before it gets any further. But even if we go ahead with like IVF, in vitro, it's not going to really be a good outcome, because an embryo doesn't typically implant in lining that has these polyps in them. So I've gone through this before. I went through it a few years back, and it got, I don't want to say cured, because it's one of those things that it tends to come back, and the end game is ultimately I'll have to have a hysterectomy down the line. I am not young by any means. I'm not old either. I'm 38 years old, so I am kind of nearing that time where my fertility window is kind of closing in on us here. And like I was saying, we don't have any issue whatsoever with adoption or surrogacy or anything like that. I would like to at least know that I gave it my all before doing something as final as having a hysterectomy. So yeah, I had my follow-up appointment today for, it's like every 3 months you go for a biopsy and see where you're at. So I just had that appointment this morning, and I will see what happens, what we're thinking at this point basically is I have to keep, you know, staying on the treatment course for at least the next 3 months, depending on whether the biopsy comes back good or it doesn't. Minimal time frame is going to be 3 months at least that I still have to undergo treatment. So, you know, it's kind of a bummer, but at the same time, you know, everything happens for a reason, and I'm not going to make myself sick about it. I just can't. There's no reason to. Nothing you could do. It's out of my hands. So, you know, if the child that I'm meant to be a mother to is not biologically mine, that's really not something that makes a difference to me. Like I said, I would love any child I was given, but, you know, I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get to it. And that's that. So yeah, if you guys are going through like similar stuff and you want to talk about it or want to reach out, of course, you know, you can feel free to message me privately on Instagram, or, you know, shoot me an email, or like let me know if you want to talk. And I'm okay with opening up about it. I don't want to make my channel about that here because, you know, it's like I said, it's not something I really want to dwell on. It's just part of my life right now. So what I'm doing this week, it's a pretty standard week. I have work Monday to Friday. I have one of my very best friend's engagement parties on Saturday. I'm very excited. And yeah, I started school last week. So I'm going to make sure I am allotting enough time for studying, for doing my assignments, for making sure I'm outlining my final project. So what I'm gonna keep track of in the sidebar this week, let's see. I'm gonna use this Monday through Sunday tracker. I'm gonna use some of these washi strips on either side. I always have a hard time in the sidebar not making things crooked. I don't know what my deal is, but it's just like one of those things. No matter how hard I try, I feel like my stickers always come out crooked over here. So yeah, I'm gonna use this one to track dinners. That's what I typically use that for. This kit doesn't come with like headers as far as like the written out, like to do things like that. So what I'm gonna pull in is, I have this coffee Monsterz Co. It's just a plate, fork, and spoon that I like to use. I'm gonna put that right in the middle here, the closest to the middle as I could get. And also in the sidebar this week, I have 2 headers. Oh my goodness, I'm having one of those days, guys, that I am calling everything the wrong name. So I have these 2 habit trackers, and I'm gonna use that to mark off. I have another prescription that I have to start taking that the doctor had given to me this week, and I'm gonna mark that along with my vitamins. I just have to take them all at one time. And I also wanted to start meditating. I was given this book by a coworker. It's like 4-minute meditations. It's something along the lines of like you can change your life 4 minutes a day, something along those lines. I'm still in the middle of reading it, so that's one of my books for June that I want to be reading. And it makes it seem so easy, like 4 minutes a day. I could do that. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna use this Coffee Monsterz Co. prescription bottle just to mark down that habit tracker. And then I did have this, oh man, this is super old. I don't even know what the name of the shop was. This was probably one of the very first stickers I ever purchased, and I really don't know. My Etsy history is gigantic, and I don't even know where to begin to go back and figure out the shop, but if I can, I'll let you know. So I'm just gonna use that kind of like lotus and meditating person to mark down that I want to track my daily meditation. Right, so for the rest of the sidebar, I'm still going to keep track of the makeup palette that I'm using for the week. I've been pretty good with sticking to the one I chose. Last week was Laura Geller. I have this palette called 20 Shades of Baked. And they're just these really pretty, they're very shimmery shades. So I don't always feel drawn to them. And I wanted to use them because if I'm not going to, I need to find someone who will. I spent a lot of money on makeup, and for it to just sit in my drawer is a sin. So I wanted to make sure it's getting used. For the box there, I'm gonna use this one with the white flowers. It kind of matches the top washi, kind of bring it all together, I feel. And I have this Coffee Monsterz makeup emojis. So I'm gonna use this medium sized one. It's like a little guy with a mirror and a mascara. All right, and that is my sidebar. I'm actually gonna put a glitter header up top here too. So I do have these 3 extras. All right, so this kit came with these 2 versions of flags. I think they're the same size. I don't know. I'm gonna use the green flags though in the top corners. I apologize, my desk, it needs to be repainted desperately. I'm actually gonna white out some of the top here. This was a very old desk that I had bought from this woman, Mary. She used to go into my old job years ago, and she was moving and was selling, she was selling everything. This lady, she just needed to kind of get rid of a lot, and she came in with a picture of this desk, and it matched my bedroom furniture, like identically. I have my great grandmother's, not the bed, but like the dresser and the armoire and the 2 night tables, and it was my parents growing up, and they finally got a new set. My mom was like, "You want it?" And I said yes, kind of not thinking it through that this furniture is now going to be mine forever. It's the kind of thing like you can't ever get rid of it. So I'm kind of stuck with this furniture now. So I got this desk, and I got it home, and I realized like it's slightly different. It didn't match as perfectly as I thought it was, but I liked it, and I decided to paint it this like teal kind of green color, because if I can't paint the actual furniture I have, at least I can paint this. So yeah, it needs to be repainted. All right, so I'm just gonna go, day by day through my week here. Monday, I have work, pretty standard. I'm gonna use this half box to indicate work, and I just like to mark the work across the top. I have these 3 heart checklists from Wild Summer Designs. These are the gold foil. I mean, it doesn't exactly match the glitter headers, but I'm gonna make it work. And again, I just mark each day the time that I work in the box and if there's anything going on at work. And these 3 checklists I use to indicate my statistics for the day, for my sales. I'm also going to put down the weekend banner, of course, against Saturday and Sunday. And you know, I have 2 other glitter headers that I think I'm going to lay down and kind of like double these up. Again, I wanted to thank you guys for reaching out to me. Those of you that have, a lot of you guys are actually in New York, which is awesome. I'm in Long Island, if you had caught that in my last video. And I've been talking to a lot of you guys. Some of you are from Long Island too. Some of you guys are from Brooklyn. Some of you guys are even from Buffalo. Like, you guys are all over. Jersey, a couple of people I've talked to. And it's really cool. I'm super stoked to be part of this community here and be meeting you guys. It's really, really awesome. It's basically the reason I started this channel, was to connect with everyone. So, you know, as usual, my husband and I watch a movie over the weekend, typically on Sundays, so I can start catching up. This past week, I watched Spaceballs. The movie was ridiculous. And I don't know what we're watching this week, but I'll let you know. And I think I'm gonna just use the orange and put that down here. I also wanted to bring in a little bit more of the washi strips. So let's see. Just because the movie marquee always leaves this like tiny bit of space. So I do that, I feel better about it. I don't know why. All right, there we go. I messed that one up. That's why you really should not be peeling up foil once you put it down, because it will crack. All right, so back to Monday. I need to order groceries for the week. And I'm just gonna use the icon that comes with the kit of the little shopping cart. And I think a blue flag. All right, so my class that I take is on Tuesdays. So what I wanted to do on Monday was kind of review the 3 chapters that I had to basically be studying this past week. So I'm going to use this. It's Once More with Love. It's more for planning, but you know, if you kind of cut out the washi tape, this looks like you're at a desk studying. So I'm gonna just kind of cut out that washi. And I want to use this green. This is called an appointment label. All right. And other than that, I am going to continue to binge season 13 of Supernatural with my husband. We love that show. Jensen Ackles, in another lifetime, boo. You and me, we would have been great. All right, so I have these like retro TVs from Hurricane Randy. I'm just going to pull in, I'm gonna do this one. And I'm gonna use it on a pink label. All right, now on to Tuesday. Tuesday, again, I have class and I want to plan out my project for the end of the term. And I have these college emojis from Monsterz Co. I think are so cute. So I'm gonna use this guy and I'm gonna use it on a half box. I'm thinking the pink one. If I use this green icon with the book and the pink flag. Okay, so Wednesday, I'm going to film for next week. I'm going to use a yellow label. And I have these Once More with Love little guys with the camera. Now, even though they have bows on them, I still call them little guys. I don't know why. I put that down super crooked. Okay. And other than that, I have to read chapter 4 from my course, and also my midweek spread. I'm gonna use these Wild Summer Designs, again the gold foil, for each of the chapters. I'm gonna do my reading Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so that I do have the weekend to review. I think I'm gonna use these. And then on Thursday and Friday, I also want to edit. I'm gonna use the scallop labels, gold foil, and just put those down. And then Sunday I wanted to mark down that I'm gonna upload my video. Alright, so for editing, I'm going to use the same Once More with Love. I'll just use this little guy. I don't know exactly what's in its hand, but I like it. It's cute. Alright, so those are for editing. Do have an event on Saturday. I have a party, an engagement party for one of my very good friends. So I'm going to use this gold foiled heart. And I also thought it was cute to use this Coffee Monsterz Co. It's the I Am Happy AF sheet. So this little guy with the heart eyes. I really liked it. So I'm going to put that down there. Alright, so Sunday is my usual meal prep. I'm going to use this blue. And I have the Coffee Monsterz Co. cooking emojis. I like this little guy with the chef hat. Saturday, I plan to clean my brushes. And this was a sticker from Minted Paperie. And I still have to do my organization of my closet for my summer clothes and really just kind of purge things I don't wear that are just taking up space at this point. So I like this purpley pink. I'll probably do that as, you know, beforehand, before the party on Saturday. All right, and guys, I think that is it for now as far as pre-planning. I almost forgot my favorite sticker. My Once More with Love. Ugh, Monday. I'm gonna go with green. I love this guy. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna fill out my week. I'm gonna do it. All right, guys, do the Viv wiggle. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. I just have to fill out these dates. I forgot them again. All right, now I'm done. Please subscribe if you would like to be a part of the community here with me. And thanks again for watching. Have a great week. Bye-bye.